Hello! Welcome back to the Homestead, where I'm just showing you life on our side of the mountain. Today I'm going to be making a homemade muscle cream, pain relieving balm kind of thing. We used to buy the name brand a lot. It rhymes with smicy smot. But I'm going to show you how to make homemade version. It's a few items: coconut oil, beeswax. I'm going to put some herbs that we grew, and then some cayenne pepper. It's that simple. You just kind of melt everything together. So yeah, I'll show you how it's done. Let's do it. All right, so I'm going to do this with the double broil method. So I have a pot of hot water here. I'm going to put all the ingredients in this pot and just pop it right over that, and it'll slowly melt together and combined. So I am starting with, oh my gosh, coconut oil. I'm going to do a small batch of this. I'm going to just make probably one big jar. So I'm going to just do a half cup of coconut oil. For this kind of stuff, I like to get organic just because it's a little cleaner and it's going on your skin. So that's half a cup. Pop that right in the pan. Oops. Whoa. And then 2 tablespoons of beeswax pellets. I'm sure you can use other types of beeswax. It doesn't have to be a pellet variety or that form, but just use 2 tablespoons of the beeswax, and that'll help solidify everything together. So it'll be more of like a balm than a cream. So right now I'm going to just get this on the double broiler and let it melt together, and that's going to take about 15 minutes. So I'll show you guys when it's fully melted. Okay, so it's only been a few minutes, it's already almost melted. The water is boiling a little high, which is fine. But you can see there's just a little bit of beeswax left to go. So I'm going to go ahead and add the herbs to get that infusing and let that sit on the stove like this. Okay, so this is pretty much fully melted. So I'm going to add the herb that we are infusing. This is Wannabis leaves that we grew. I don't think I could say the real thing, but it's great for pain relief. It has anti-inflammatory benefits. So all I'm going to do is just sprinkle the leaves in there. They are slightly warmed up, so that way they can extract the goodness. The leaves are. So I'm going to stir that all together like so, and then put it back on the double broiler and just let that, excuse Bruce, let that cook down, simmer a little bit, all combined for probably about 15-20 minutes. I'm just going to keep an eye on it, and when I start smelling the fragrance smell, then I'll know that we're good to go. So this is going back on. Okay, check this out. Ooh. Focus, everyone. Hey, the leaves have been sitting in this can of, oh my gosh, I almost said the wrong thing. I almost said the thing I'm not allowed to say. Hey, shh. Okay, let's try that again. The leaves have been sitting in the oils and beeswax for about 15 minutes now. So far it took 4 minutes for the beeswax and coconut oil to melt initially, and then I'm letting this stuff sit for 15 minutes. So we're about 19 minutes in to the whole process. And also these leaves have been warmed up and have been activated. So this might seem like it's being quickly infused, but I did the first step of infusing before this video even started. So they are infused. We will get the benefits from the leaves. We just like to do it, like activate the leaves twice, just to make sure we can pull as much benefits out. So anyways, I am getting this ready, jar that I'm going to put the salve in, and then I'm using this little mesh strainer. You can use cheesecloth, one of those tea towels, anything to just like contain the plant matter and be able to squeeze out the oil, the coconut oil and the beeswax. So I am probably gonna not strain it directly into this because I tend to spill stuff. So I'm gonna get a bigger container real quick and then we'll strain. Okay, so I have this bowl, which will be a lot easier for me, and all the goodness in this pan. So I'm gonna just simply strain out as much of the plant matter as I can. I'll show you, there's gonna be a little bit of debris, whoops, and a giant leaf, but that's okay, not a big deal. Let me get this leaf out. And then I'll show you what this looks like from above. So you can see there's a little debris in there, and that's totally fine. That'll be okay once everything solidifies. You just want to get all the big pieces out of the liquid. All right, so now we have our melted salve. I'm gonna just do a little shake of cayenne pepper. You don't want to put too much because it will be a little spicy on the skin. So I do just the tiniest bit, stir that in, and then let this cool down for a few minutes, and I will add a little bit of peppermint oil, and then that's that. Pour it into the jar, seal it, and wait for it to solidify. All right, so I'm just going to add a few drops of peppermint oil to the salve, maybe 10 drops or so, and then give that a quick stir. It smells so good. Oh my gosh. I haven't made this in a while and it's so nice. All right, and then all you gotta do is just pour it directly into your jar. And there you go. It'll solidify. it'll solidify into a really nice balm. It smells good. Definitely smell the peppermint and the cannabis. But it's a really nice, pleasant smell. This is really good for backaches or muscle aches of any kind. And it's all natural. These ingredients were all organic. And yeah, you can make a good bit of it with just a small, with the amounts that I use, the small amounts. This will probably last at least 6 months, probably closer to a year. So you don't have to make it that often. To us, it is better than the store-bought stuff. It lasts longer. And you don't have to constantly be putting it on. Like Adam would put on, what did I call it? Spicy Smot, like a few times a day when we were working in the screen printing shop. And with this stuff, he'll put it on in the morning if his back hurts, and then he's fine all day. So definitely useful to have in the medicine cabinet, all homemade, all organic. So yeah, go make some if you have achy muscles or know somebody that does. Thanks for hanging out. Catch you on the next one.